Well, hello there. I'm Roger Stenerson, Communications Director with Rising to Learn. As you know, this is our interview series of nonprofits in the Hagerstown area. And we are here today with Kathy Powderly. Kathy, it's good to have you with us. Thank you very much. Kathy is Executive Director for HARC. So, since HARC is an acronym, can you explain to us what it is and what you all do?
Sure.
Thank you.
Yes, it's Hagerstown Area Religious Council, and we are a coalition of houses of worship in Washington County with a mission to embody mercy, justice, and love.
Wow, mercy, justice, and love. And that probably coincides with what a lot of us in the education community would like to see done.
Yes, it does.
Justice, love, mercy. Yeah,
Absolutely.
definitely.
And, while our different faith communities may not agree on everything, we certainly have very different theologies.
Yeah.
We all agree on the principle of loving our neighbor and serving those in need in the
We have
community.
much more in common than we have not.
We really do.
Yes, absolutely. So your organization rather has several programs that impact schools and students. Can you tell us about those programs?
Sure. First of all, I'd like to say that one of our highest values, we have four value statements. One is we believe in the power of faith communities working together, that when we come together and God is in the midst, we can do anything. Another is that we believe in nurturing the unlimited potential of every child. And that's a really important one to us, and how we kind of live out that service together. And so we do several programs to help, to partner with the schools.
Yes.
Because, of course, the schools are the largest organization in Washington County working with children, and we should be working collaboratively. So one of those is really well known, the Micah's Backpack
Yes.
Program. I'm sure
Yes.
you've heard of that.
We do.
Yeah.
Yes.
And for those who haven't heard of it, it is a program to feed children over the weekends when they're out of schools.
Yes.
So they might come to school during the week and they have maybe free lunch and free breakfast. But then when they go home over the weekends, maybe their cupboards are bare, they don't have anything. Or maybe their parents are trying to stretch that last dime to pay their utility bill this winter,
Yes.
or feed their children. And so we help provide that sustenance. A bag over the weekend for a child would include 2 breakfasts, 2 lunches, 2 dinners, and perhaps juice and snacks and that sort of thing.
Yeah. Can you tell us how many children are fed through that program?
Absolutely. We're at
Oh,
1,260 children, I believe, right
Wow. Now,
throughout
obviously,
Washington County.
HARC can't do all that by itself.
Absolutely not.
So how do you
Collaboration.
delegate? Yes.
So we are a partnership, again, a strong partnership with Washington County Public Schools, who assigns the liaisons in the schools who actually identify the children who need it. But then we have partnered with 48 different sponsoring churches and faith-based
48, wow.
organizations
Yeah.
that actually do that daily work, that partner specifically with the school and do that daily work of packing the bags and getting the food to the schools. We also partner with Maryland Food Bank to be able to purchase food in bulk that is distributed to the sponsors, but then the sponsors also do their own fundraising and purchase some of their own food as well. So it's a huge collaboration. And really, God has blessed it, and I believe God has blessed it because we're working together and because we're serving children.
Over 1,000 children fed on weekends by that program. That's wonderful. Any other programs you'd like to tell us about?
Sure, I'd love to share about our Lighthouse After School program.
Okay.
And this is actually in its second year, and it was started because of just a gap for children after school time.
Yes.
And maybe parents have to work, maybe they have to leave their work early to come get their kids, maybe the kids are not getting the enrichment activities or advanced or other skills that they need. And so we partnered with Washington County Public Schools once again, and to provide some after-school programming. And this programming is actually done in the school setting. We're in about 7 schools now with multiple programs and just that are either educational or enrichment programs, or both.
Are they elementary schools that you're partnering
Mostly
with?
elementary schools, but we're also partnered with two middle schools right now.
Oh my, good.
One to provide a cooking club,
Wow.
one to provide a knitting club, and a World Changers Club, kind of sharing values. We do have, we've had Master Gardeners come in and do clubs. One of the favorite clubs in one of the elementary schools is astronomy. We have this amazing astronomy club. This man who comes in and does that club. So all kinds of different enrichment programs. A games club. We've got a games club where it's kids come in and they play games, right? But they're at that time they're also learning teamwork. They're learning how to take turns and how to win and lose in a nice way.
Oh, and that's an important lesson. Yeah.
Just all of these little skills.
Some of us older folks could use that
skill
as well.
Yeah, we could.
Yeah. So if someone is interested in engaging their child in one of your programs, what should they do?
Well, it's all done through the schools. That's where the partnership comes in. We don't identify the children ourselves, but they can certainly go to their school counselor or community school manager, because most of these are at the community schools. Although Micah's Backpack is at 38 different schools throughout the county.
Wow.
So just going to your teacher, you can ask, say that there's a need for Micah's Backpack, and they'll try to enroll you in that. With the Lighthouse After School program, those are done in the community schools, and you can ask your teacher or your community school manager if you can enroll in one of the programs. It's through their actual regular clubs, so those clubs are offered to, I think, all students to sign up for the clubs that they like, and other organizations do these clubs as well.
That's fantastic. Yeah. So there's a lot going on. You have a lot of energy building, it sounds like, and it occurs to me that some of our viewers might be interested in what they can do to help. How could HARC use the assistance of folks from the public?
Oh, in many ways. Many ways, but specifically, for instance, the Lighthouse After School program, we can always use new program leads and volunteers in the classroom. If you have maybe a background working with kids, or you have a particular skill, we need more people to do knitting. As a matter of fact, we've got requests in other schools. We've got requests for sports. We've got requests for arts and crafts, those kinds of things that we would love to be able to offer, but we need somebody who's willing to come in and do them. We even have a curriculum to share for science, somebody doing science or math, literacy and math. So if somebody wanted to come in to do those, we could even help and train you in that. In other ways that you can support HARC, or Micah's Backpack, we can always use more sponsoring churches and organizations to help with that program as it continues to grow, sadly. Also, just help out by either fundraising or joining in our HARC Hike for Hunger and Hope, which is our annual fundraiser in May to raise money for these programs.
Now, if our viewers have not yet observed that Kathy is a bit enthusiastic about HARC, I'm thinking we must be either deaf or blind. But it's obvious, you shared with me earlier that you don't like to sit still, that you're constantly moving toward your goals, and that's driven by your beliefs. Just a personal observation. So HARC, I can assure folks who are interested in the support of this organization, it would be an investment very well made. Kathy, is there anything else you'd like to share with us about your organization?
I'd just like to say that that we in HARC, we focus on unity, and we're in a really divisive time right now, right?
Oh, yes.
There's unfortunately a lot of division, even amongst ourselves in our own community. And so one of the things that we try to focus on is building dialogue and understanding among different faith groups and different people groups. And And that's a real high priority to us because we believe that, once again, that we're to love our neighbor no matter what they look like or sound like or what they believe. That's just what we do.
Yes.
So that's a high value for us.
And it occurs to me that we'd all like to be a part of that. At least a part of all of us would like to share that value with HARC. So we thank you today for sharing with us about your organization, and we wish you and HARC the very best.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.